All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about trust, control, and that evil word insecurity today. Okay, so, as men, we are taught throughout our lives that we have to be powerful, we have to be in charge, and we have to be completely secure and not show any sort of distress or weakness. That's a really unrealistic expectation for any human being. And what it ends up doing is it triggers a lot of need to control our environments and control the people we're around, especially our partners. So, this can affect relationships a lot. And it can get kind of twisted backwards, rather than being loving and accepting. A lot of men who have some degree of issue with trust or jealousy, which they may not even acknowledge is the case, they may try to control or manipulate their partners, whether it's not allowing them to see certain people, not allowing them to have male friends, or, if their female partner goes out, making sure they're calling and texting and checking in a lot. And these are all forms of power and control, which may be perceived on the surface as strong, and trying to be in charge, but really what they are weaknesses. They're signs of weaknesses that show that I've got a degree of insecurity. And that's really a taboo word for a lot of men. And all that word, we got to pick that apart. All that word really means is that I'm not feeling secure. It's not this evil word that says you got this horrible mental illness. It just says, with regard to this, I'm not feeling secure. I'm not feeling safe. And a lot of men can wrap their head around that. And then, rather than saying, well, I don't feel secure, and the issue with my trust isn't with you, my partner, but I don't trust these people you're going to be around. I don't trust these guys down at the bar. I don't trust these guys you're hanging out with to not, do something shady, make an attempt to make a move on you. And what that really is saying is, I don't trust you to handle the situation. I don't trust you to fend these men off. I don't trust you to make the right decisions with regard to me in the relationship. And that, again, is an insecurity. And a lot of men will, rather than admit that that's a potential irrational fear, and it's not necessarily an irrational fear. We can't trust 100% in every situation with our partners, because people do get cheated on, people do get betrayed. The bottom line is that's going to happen. If your partner is going to betray you, she's going to betray you either way, whether you're displaying control or whether you're being completely loving and accepting. And in addition to that, typically, if there is control and a sense where your partner may be feeling smothered, there's a higher likelihood that they may actually end up betraying you in the long run, just to kind of break free from that grip that you got on her. So realistically, you may be bringing to reality, that fear that you have inside through those actions. And it seems counterintuitive. I need to control this. I need to make sure that it works out the way I want. And we can't ever know for sure in life. Life is a risk. And most of what we do, anything that we're reaching for that's of value, has some degree of risk attached to it. We got to have faith, and we have to hope that it's all going to be good, and we got to trust as best as we can. And ultimately, you have to know and have enough confidence in yourself to believe that whether or not it doesn't work out, whether you get betrayed or not, you're gonna be fine. Things work out exactly the way they're supposed to work out. And I will tell you, if you're accepting and loving, typically they're going to work out in the best way possible, and the outcomes are going to be more beneficial for you. I just think that with a lot of men, this issue of insecurity and being able to actually say, no, I do have insecurity, and know that that's okay. You can have some weakness, and we all do. Everyone's got weakness inside, and it is truly okay. And through that free expression of what's actually going on inside of you, you may actually get some empathy and compassion from your partner. But even with that, if you don't and you're feeling uncomfortable, that's okay too. And you can allow your partner to live her life in the fashion with which she chooses. And if you pick the right person, you want her to live her life the way she wants. You want her to be happy. You don't want to stifle whatever it is that she wants to go for. And whether it's, career, or whether it's friendships, or whether it's the interest that she has with regard to her personal life, if we can fully love and accept and appreciate the person for all of their desires and beliefs and qualities, that's going to give you the best chance of being completely happy. And it frees you up of a lot of mental space where at one point you had a need to control and make this person into exactly what you thought you needed. Well, you don't have to do that anymore. All you have to do is let go and live your life and be happy and enjoy the aspects of life that you two can share together. And then when you're apart, you dive into your own self as much as you can, and know that that's completely perfect for you. And if there is discomfort, because there will be, right? There's going to be times where our partners are engaging in activities that cause some discomfort, and that's okay. But just because you have discomfort does not mean that you have to act on it. It does not mean that you have to control it. All you have to do is learn how to regulate yourself through it, get through it, take some deep breaths, and then everything will be fine.